Hey, what's up, my nerds?
I'm Air Bear.
And I'm Chasen, and you are just in time for your weekly dose of nerd news.
Clink! Today is Thursday, January 26th, and this is what happened this week. So we're going to start off things with movies. And I don't remember how to pronounce her last name, even though you looked it up, but Angela Bassett? Bassett.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett has made history by becoming the first, which, if you consider it, it's actually more than just this, but she has made history by becoming the first MCU star to receive an Oscar nomination for a comic book movie.
Nice.
And she was also, earlier this month, she was the first actor who has received a Golden Globe for a role in an MCU movie.
Very cool.
But I was thinking, if she's the first actor to be nominated for an Oscar through MCU, she would also be the first female and the first African American.
True.
So a lot of firsts.
A lot of firsts.
A lot of firsts.
Very, very cool.
But I was, when I read it,
well earned.
I wanted to. Yes.
Yeah.
She should.
Well earned. That was my first thought. Yeah. Well earned, for sure.
Gosh.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen Wakanda Forever, check it out. My turn?
Yes.
Cool. That's how those scripts work. That's my line. Well, all three of the Lord of the Rings movies are coming to Netflix. Well, they're going to return to Netflix next month, so February. And this is pretty cool because it's the first time that all three of them are going to be on Netflix at the same time. And that's the originals.
Yeah, not the Hobbit ones.
Right. So yes, the original three coming to Netflix. That's going to be February 1st.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
That's right. Yeah.
So, Avatar 2, continuing with Avatar 2 news, has moved up to number 5 movies of all time based on how much income or how much movie
box office,
that sort of thing. Because I was thinking, I wonder if you actually poll people, would it be number 5?
Yeah.
Because the title, top 5 movie of all time, is, I think, misleading.
Top 5 based on what criteria?
Yes, it's top 5 as far as the amount of money it has received.
Which is,
that is a measurement that is saying a lot, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the top 5 movie of all time.
Yeah.
Yes. Or that it's the greatest movie.
But once again, based on what standard?
Yes. So there was question as to whether or not it could surpass Avatar 1, but I feel one of the main reasons why it's doing as well as it is because of Avatar 1. And because it's following after that movie.
Yeah.
Well, there's also just the fact that population increases over time.
That's true. And
the wealth increases.
Inflation.
Yeah.
So the $10 movie ticket from 10 years ago was probably like $7 or $8 is now.
Yeah.
$11, $12, $13.
So it'll automatically make more money.
If
so
it
do they
does
take,
well.
Yeah, do they take into account inflation,
population?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, when I saw that
control. If the weather is weird outside, I'd rather be inside in a conditioned space. So no.
I was thinking
don't
about
agree with that.
COVID. I was thinking about COVID and how much of an effect that has. Because I also heard about people. It was called revenge travel. But I wonder if there's also a revenge movie going as well. But what it is during 2020, everything was shut down.
Yeah.
Beginning of 2021, a lot of people still were not leaving out and going out. And the movie theater was a weird place for me. I already thought it was disgusting. And then after COVID hit, it was like, heck no, I'm not going into a movie theater. And the movie that brought me back to the movie theater was Jurassic Park. Because I had to see it. And I was willing to just put aside
your health,
and my
mental
hatred,
state of mind.
Yes, of movie theaters in order to go see it. And so they were saying that, like, you know, up until this was Disney, what was it? The channel. Disney.
Oh, the Disney News channel?
Yeah, Disney
Food blog?
Yes,
Yeah.
they were mentioning that there's this revenge travel that people are having right now. Or they were having a little while ago, where at the end of last year, mostly, where people couldn't do it for so long, and then they started feeling comfortable. They had been saving up their money to go on trips. They had not been on trips in a really long time. So I wonder if the same thing was true with movie theaters, where people have been saving up money because they haven't been going out as much. They finally decided, like, you know what? We're going to go back to the movie theater.
It's time.
It's time.
Got this pent up money.
Let's go see Avatar.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel like, well, I would have thought that there were bigger movies to do that with that came out before that, if that were a thing. I don't know. I'm making speculations.
That's what you're doing.
Yep.
But, you know, hey, I'm here for it.
So yes.
Revenge movies. Or revenge
movie going. Yeah.
Hadn't heard of that. Still don't get it. No, I'm just kidding. I get it. All right. Well, insert segue here, because Everything Everywhere All at Once was released a year ago, and it's back with a vengeance. There's my segue.
Yeah.
It's coming back to theaters, and it's been released in just over 1,000 theaters. So if you missed it in theaters, now's your chance to check it out. That's going to be released
this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, I already saw. I think one of the movies in Athens is playing it.
Nice. Okay, I thought you were going to say you already saw it.
No, I didn't see it.
How?
I
You've had
will-
COVID.
I will not see it because it is rated R, I believe.
That makes sense.
But I think you would really like it.
I think so too.
Yeah. So Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, has released its second trailer. We just watched
You
it.
did.
Yep.
If you're interested in this newest installment for Shazam, check it out. Yeah, check it out. Seems interesting.
Yes, it definitely does seem interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll just leave it at that. We really need to get our movie review,
Yeah.
our trailer review
We
stuff
do.
going, because I have thoughts.
I have thoughts as well. I mentioned one of my thoughts. But I have thoughts.
Well, here's another trailer for you that we're gonna have some sort of awkward semi-conversation about. We Have a Ghost. That came out today as well. So that is starring Anthony Mackie, or, oh yes, get him off of that tree. Falcon / Captain America. Very slick. And David Harbour, so Hopper from Stranger Things. And
I don't have him up here.
no, you don't. We don't have any Stranger Things.
Nope.
We don't have many things at all.
No.
Okay. Well, he was a Hopper in Stranger Things, and I know you were concerned about the trailer.
Yeah,
So
I thought it was gonna be
watched
scary.
the trailer. Did I turn it around so you could see it? No, I didn't. But
I did see a, what's that, screenshot? I did see a screenshot of it.
yeah, I'd say check out the trailer. It's PG-13, so if you're not into horror, scary movies, I think you're gonna be safe. Yeah, check it out. It starts off a little dicey. I'm not gonna give too much away, but hang in there for 20 seconds or so, and you'll get past the. Just check it out. Check it out. If you think it gets scary, of course you can go away from it. But hey, I'm looking forward to, even if I don't watch it, I might watch it. Seems interesting. Seems pretty cool. I might convince you to watch it too.
That's not usually my genre.
That's true.
Moving on to TV news. Your boy.
He's my boy now. Oh, okay. What did my boy do?
Justin Roiland. He's not your boy. So Justin Roiland, who is the co-creator of Rick and Morty, and he is also the voice of Rick and Morty, will be leaving the show after some domestic abuse charges that are being charged against him. Adult Swim announced last Tuesday that they will be ending their association with him, but they will continue the show because a lot of people have been working hard, like the animators and everybody else who's involved.
It's not just him.
Yeah, they've been working hard on creating the 7th season. They want to continue it, and they are going to recast the voice of Rick and Morty. He was also the co-creator of Solar Opposites, which I believe was on Hulu, and he was also the voice of Corvo on there, and he is being released or relieved of his duties there as well. Being relieved of his job. So yeah.
Being asked to leave forcefully.
I don't know if he's actually being fired. They said cutting ties, which sounds like a fancy
like
way of saying you're fired.
You're getting fired, yeah. You're no longer tied to us. Snip, snip, snip. Close the door.
It sounds like you cut ties with him as well.
Well, I don't know all the details.
Yeah.
I didn't wear my Rick and Morty shirt today because I don't know all the details. But I do still enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Like I said, the show there are a lot of people behind it. But yeah. So.
And interesting note, I feel like I need to look it up to be sure, but the other co-creator, I believe, is
Dan Harmon, I believe.
The creator of Community. Community. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So yes, interesting fact. The other co-creator of Rick and Morty is the creator of the Community.
The Community, yeah. Now I need to look this up.
Which made me more interested in the Community. Not the Community, which made me more interested in Rick and Morty because I like the Community.
You do. I think he also did Danny Phantom, which is a cartoon.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what that is.
You know, Fairly Odd Parents?
Kind of heard of them.
Never mind. And I don't know that it was him. That's something I need to look up as well. Not saying it is, but could be interesting. All right. So sticking with TV shows, Star Wars The Skeleton Crew, which is a TV series that neither one of us looked into because we didn't want to spoil anything for ourselves.
It's like the minute you look up anything Star Wars, it's like, you must want to know everything.
Let me tell you all about the lore. No, man, I just want a release date. I don't even know if we got a release date because we were so afraid of looking into it. It's coming out later on this year, okay?
Basically, all I know is the title. I know the title and I know it's
finished
happening.
Filming.
Yeah.
They're ending filming, or it has ended filming, and it's going to release later on this year. If you want more, Google it yourself if you're feeling brave. Okay? But as soon as we get a release date, we will let you know.
If you're feeling brave enough to know the entire plot of this season, the following season, and the next upcoming movies. So, Attack on Titan, something else we did not look into. Okay, this is
Gotta
complicated.
take a breath for this one.
Get ready for this. All right, I need to read to make sure I get it right. Attack on Titans.
Yes.
The final season, part 3, will premiere in March.
Okay.
Part 3 is going to be split into 2 halves. I feel like the graphic of the math problem needs to be going around. So part 3 is going to be split into 2 halves. The first will premiere March 4th. And the final season has been running for the past 2 seasons. Part 3 should be the end of the series or end of the show because according to my source, quote, there is no more manga to adapt.
They have to end it, so they've been stringing it along. Okay, that's a good reason to end it.
And there's also a trailer, which we did not look into because we have not finished season 2, which I think there might be 4 seasons, which if it's been ending for the last 2 seasons, it was ending during season 2.
Unless it was like season 3, broken up into different parts.
And you know how anime does.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they don't even name seasons. You're just suddenly in a new season.
Yeah.
You're on episode 315 and then you jump to episode 401. It's like, oh, okay. I guess that was a new season. So anyway, yes. There's a trailer.
Watch it if you're interested.
That we will not be watching.
No.
Because we haven't even finished season 2.
True. That would be foolish.
Yep.
HBO Max, who's not foolish. I was trying to think of a segue, but
some people would differ.
I
or
agree.
Disagree.
I agree. Well, they have announced something. What did they announce? This seems pretty straightforward.
Instead of that block that I have for, all right, so season 3.
Sit down, everybody. Refill your mugs.
Part A-2.
The beginning of the end. Question mark?
There is a question mark in the middle of the description.
Yes. Well, HBO Max, they're trying a different tactic as far as their final season. They're keeping it 1 season. And that's going to be season 4 for Doom and Titans. Is it Doom Patrol? Or
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol, yeah. Doom Patrol and Titans, they're on their 4th and final season. You can catch that at HBO Max.
All right, so moving on to gaming news. Xbox Bethesda Developer Direct, January 2023. That's the official name of it. I believe based on what I read, my understanding, and just using context clues from the title, yes. I believe Xbox and Bethesda, which is a game developer or game company, I don't know, they got together and then they announced some stuff.
Okay.
So, one of the things they announced was Redfall, which is a co-op vampire shooter from Arcane and Bethesda. It is going to be coming out May 2nd.
Okay.
I can announce the other things. So Minecraft
Legends.
You know, I had a student who did this today. And I had to threaten them with no slime.
I want slime. All right, I'll just read it. Minecraft Legends action strategy game that's coming out April 18th. And that's an announcement.
And Elder Scrolls, the online content, they are going to be releasing some of the chapters, or actually some of the chapters are now available for free for a limited time. You just have to have the base game. I'm guessing probably a online subscription to
internet, maybe?
Yeah. Something like that.
I don't know how that stuff works.
I don't know either. We never use the downloadable
it's true.
content.
We just play the game. We're basic.
Yeah. However, Elder Scrolls, you don't really know what you're doing anyway.
That's
Do you
Elden
want
Ring.
extra? Oh.
It's different. Yeah. It is a little
Okay.
confusing. Elder Scrolls, I believe they're behind Skyrim.
Oh.
Yeah, like open world game.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
So
way to put them
you
out.
can, you know what's going on. In Elder
I do.
Scrolls. Yeah.
Hunting for dragons.
Pretty
That's all I
much.
know.
Yeah. Shouting at them. Shouting at them in the air. Yeah. All right. Sticking with games, the Game Developers Choice Awards, which is taking place March 22nd, has announced nominations or nominees for, all of the things, but the Game of the Year is right here. The nominees at least. So that list includes Elden Ring. So this is Elden Ring. God of War Ragnarok.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes. Immortality, Pentiment, Stray, and Tunic.
And that list was actually pretty, Well, I mean, because we've only played, I think of the games that were listed, we've only played 2 of the games. And Marvel Snap was listed under one of the other categories, which we've seen Marvel Snap played.
Yes.
But I got distracted. Did you touch
Because
my
I touched your foot in my bag. I touched her. You couldn't see it, but I did definitely touch her foot intentionally. And I'm sorry now.
It's okay.
Okay. We played 2 of the games.
We played
Elden
2 of the
Ring
games.
And God of War, and we've seen Marvel Snap.
And we've seen Marvel Snap. But like, because we played God of War and I loved it so much, I kept expecting it to like, oh, best innovative game? Sure. God of War is going to be there.
Surely. It must be. Yeah.
Social awareness award? It's got to be God of War. Because I kept thinking about like the whole inclusivity,
with the accessibilities?
Yeah, accessibility stuff. I kept thinking about that and I was like, yeah, they've got to be they're making some changes. It's got to be God of War.
Yeah.
And there were other games that were nominated for some of those things. Not accessibility. They didn't have one for that, but they did have one for like social...
Emotional learning?
Seemed like something similar.
Huh.
Like social awareness or something. But anyway, we might want to check out some of those games to see what they are. Or at least this list.
I'm all for it, yeah.
Immortality, Pentiment.
Hadn't heard of any of those.
Yeah.
I mean, except Elden Ring and God of War.
Yeah.
But I'm down. Yeah.
All right. So moving on to movies coming out this upcoming week. So this is going to be, I finally decided we are not announcing things that are coming out today. We are starting from tomorrow and moving on to next Thursday. Because what was happening is I was announcing things twice. And it was confusing because I was like, didn't we announce this last week?
Right.
Yes.
That could be confusing.
We did because it came out, or it was coming out today. So anyway, we're not doing that anymore.
Good call.
We are going to be announcing what's coming out tomorrow until the next time that we record. So, with that, Knock at the Cabin is going to be coming out February 3rd, which will be the day that we release our next video.
Yes, it will. More on that later.
But that has, his name is Dave? I thought it was David. Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista, yeah.
Bautista. Who I found out, he used to be a wrestler.
Yeah, he did. Bautista. That was his name, Bautista.
Cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
Like him and
The Rock.
yeah,
Yeah.
were fighting together.
Oh, they were
I'm
fighting. They were
pretty
in
sure
the
they
same
were.
like realm.
Yeah, so from what I remember, I remember watching Bautista and I remember watching The Rock,
I
and
don't remember.
I'm gonna say that I believe Bautista was a little after The Rock,
See, I think that as well. So
but I feel like they have fought together.
strange random fact. Does not seem very true about me. But with my brother, I used to watch wrestling. So that's how I know, like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker. That's how I know all those people, because I watched wrestling with them. That's also how you lucked out with me with just wanting to watch people play games, is because I constantly just watched him play games. And so now it's like, yeah, that's like a television show. Let's watch you play this game. As long as we're progressing a story and we're doing something. I can't play the game myself because I can't figure out how to make the buttons do all the things and make the camera not just point up.
Point in the corner.
Yes.
Except with God of War now.
Yes, with the accessibility features, but I haven't played with those on, so I don't know. But anyway, that is how I know some wrestlers, but they're within a certain time frame.
Yeah.
And The Rock was like at the end of my time frame. People's elbow,
Yeah.
the people's eyebrow,
Yes.
all of that. But I don't remember Bautista.
That's fair.
So that's why I think that he was probably
After.
The Rock.
Which makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you too. Are you thinking about all the random things that just worked out?
It just worked out. Come here.
You can kiss me now.
I can.
Because
No
I don't
more
have
COVID.
COVID.
Yes. All right, so I'm realizing we probably should have switched these, but I can talk about Frozen Planet 2. Frozen Planet 2 apparently is coming to BBC America January 28th, Saturday. Yeah, so
I figured it
it's
would be
the
good for like
sequel.
the nerds, like if you're interested in Frozen Planet and like all
Yeah.
those like water planet, just all those things about.
Elsa?
No, it's
No,
like different
like
animals
the
and-
underworld, underwater,
yeah,
and
polar bears,
frozen bears.
Antarctica.
Yeah,
emperor penguins,
yeah.
things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Learning about those
Antarctica.
creatures. There was a
I think
fact
polar
that we
bears
learned.
are at the North Pole, which is not Antarctica. But I bet they're talking about Antarctica and the other pole. I think that's what you were saying.
Planet.
Hmm. Yeah. I was thinking, where are penguins? So I think penguins are at Antarctica. Anyway, hey, that's it for the news. And if you know where penguins live or polar bears live, put that in the comments below. Why not? You know, why not?
Okay.
Or not. But if you like what we're doing here, hey, give us a thumbs up.
If you like any of
If you
this
like
food.
any of this madness, if you're even still watching, thank you, honestly. But give us a like and subscribe, and leave a comment either about polar bears or not. And
Yes. So you will not catch us next week on Thursday. We decided to move our release date to Friday
yeah,
because a lot of news was coming out on Thursday.
it was.
Yeah. And then also like people like to have after school meetings on a Thursday and Wednesday. They never have after school meetings on
Nobody's trying to
Friday.
stay on a Friday.
Like you
so.
would think the building is on fire on a Friday, like at 3:30. People are like have their bags, they're out
Time to
the
go.
door, they're like hanging out at the door, and I'm like, hey, can I get you to sign? Oh, just shut the door in my face.
Pins don't exist after 3:30 at a school. So yeah, that's why you'll see us next week, Friday, and for the weeks after that, we'll be here on Fridays.
Yeah, until we change it again. But we're gonna try to stick to Friday.
Yeah, we will. Pretty hard. Well, that's it for this week. I'm Chasen,
I'm Air Bear.
and these have been your.
This
Man,
has
I need to write this down or something.
Yeah, 'cause there's
But
nothing
There's
here about what
nothing
you're
here.
about to say.
I'm ad-libbing all of this. So this has been your weekly dose of nerdiness. But like we said, catch us next Friday for your next dose of nerd news. Take care.
Clink.
There's nothing in here. There was.